When a child is placed in foster care, the state shoulders the responsibility of protecting that child. 3 months ago, a foster child was in the car when an Adams County foster parent was pulled over and charged with operating under the influence. When 7 Investigates' Naomi Coles first found that out, she dug deeper and uncovered the error that happened first, months before Andrew Schmeichel would be charged with his 9th OWI.
Wisconsin State Patrol, how can I help you?
Dane County, July 27th.
They called me and told me they're scared because he was drinking all day.
Andrew Schmeichel from Adams County is behind the wheel.
They just left Milton and they're getting on the interstate.
Police reports say 3 children are in the car.
Yeah, he's got 8 prior OWIs.
Schmeichel is now facing charges of driving while intoxicated for the 9th time.
He's got a history.
The court has entered a not guilty plea on his behalf, but police reports say he failed sobriety test at the scene.
We have a deputy stopping a vehicle.
But that's only where this story begins. For us, this investigation started with an anonymous email. It said Andrew Schmeichel was an Adams County foster parent. The Wisconsin Department of Children and Families confirmed that.
And I didn't know what was going to happen with the little guy.
The 911 calls place a foster child inside the car while he was driving.
Or who is technically the guardian of
Is their foster kid.
is their foster kid.
Yeah.
We're beeping out the child's name to protect their privacy. When we asked Adams County Social Services to confirm whether a foster child was in the car during the incident, their lawyer said the 911 tapes speak for themselves.
Okay, so we should be calling child services on that one, okay.
When we started asking questions, the DCF released this statement to us saying they were working to ensure the safety of the children. But the question we really wanted answered: how does a man with 8 prior OWIs become licensed as a foster parent in Wisconsin and then get pulled over with children in the car and get arrested for his 9th? I kept digging. Here's what I found. In Wisconsin, driving under the influence becomes a felony by the 4th charge. But only some felonies automatically bar someone from getting licensed for foster care, like murder, sexual assault, and other serious violent crimes. For other felonies, like driving while intoxicated, here's what's supposed to happen.
That out-of-home care picture is complicated, and one of the biggest complications is finding space for these kids.
For many crimes, federal law prevents a person from being licensed for foster parenting for 5 years following the offense. After that, Wisconsin allows a license if they pass something called a rehabilitation review. Basically, it's a rigorous process where a person must submit a lot of information to prove that they've changed since the crime occurred.
We have to strike a careful balance between people who may have convictions in the past or circumstances in their life that trigger on this list, and the ability of a family in need to find a foster placement.
On September 4th, I asked for records of Andrew Schmeichel's rehab review. On September 5th, he voluntarily withdrew his foster parenting license after another county independently reviewed it. Then, on October 18th, I learned those rehab review records didn't exist because it never happened. Basically, while his history of drunk driving was discussed during the home study interview, the review that could have gauged the likelihood of it happening again did not happen. It had been 10 years since Schmeichel's last OWI charge, and he told the county during the home study that he took full responsibility for the wrongdoing and he considered himself a different person. Adams County declined to go on camera for this report, but they did give me this copy of an internal memo to staff dated October 16th, which says that a significant practice error had been made. That mistake was not intentional, and Adams County tells me they have reviewed all of their current foster parent licenses and required their staff to get updated on the changes.
Again, that's Naomi Coles from 7 Investigates. Andrew Schmeichel did not respond to our request for a comment on this story. Naomi previously did a 5-part series on foster families and their role in helping children in crisis in our community. For that, you can log on to WSAW.com/7 Investigates.